ID number 41. By raise of hands, how many years are left for PCs? 5, 10, 15, a decade? Anybody? Alright. Let me take you on a flashback. Who invented the computer is not a question with a simple answer. The real answer is that how many inventors contributed to the history of computers, and that a computer is a complex piece of machinery made up of many parts, each which can be considered a separate invention. What does the future have in stock for us in the future? Consider Moore's law, an observation that Gordon Moore made back in 1965. He noticed that the number of transistors engineers could cram into a silicon chip would double every 24 months. Alright, let's move on. Computer device components. There are many different components that make up a computer. Most important components in a computer are the hard drive, motherboard, CPU, RAM, and a graphic card. On your right hand side, you'll see the hard drive, and on your left hand side, you'll see the CPU. CPU takes care of all mathematical and logical operations, where the hard drive is where all the data is stored. On this side, you'll see the motherboard, which is an electrical circuit, the main component in a computer. Those are the hard drive components. The software components, which consist of firewall, device drive, and the software plugin. The firewall is a software that protects the computer from harmful viruses. The driver and the software plugin both allow you to play games on your computer, and the driver acts as a bridge between operating systems. Post-PC devices consists of iPad, Android, Samsung, Sony, and Microsoft. Most PC devices are popular amongst today's generation. 3 reasons. They're easy to use, they're cheap, and they're compatible with any other technology. Since 2010, the market for tablets have increased by 50%, more than double the people use or own a tablet. The number 1 leading competitor is Apple, in both tablets and iPhones. Smartphones are the second post-PC devices, which consists of iPhones, LG, Sony, Samsung, and Galaxy. Again, these are also popular among today's generation. Reason why? They're easy to use, they're cheap, and then also they're compatible with any other technology, like your desktop or your laptop. It's really easy to use. Post-PC devices. Again, tablets are very small and convenient. There's nothing that you can't do on a tablet or a smartphone that you can't do on a laptop. Everything you can do on a laptop is possible on a smartphone or a tablet nowadays. People are turning to tablets instead of laptops. The cost of tablets have increased over time, and the cost of smartphones have decreased over time. You look on the chart on the lower hand, you'll see the tablets price increase, and on the chart above it, the smartphones decrease because there's so much competition amongst companies. Now we're going to talk about programming software. The main function it is to write computer program. It codes programs which computers understand and translate to commands. Programming software is one of the most commonly used softwares. A system software, it helps run the computer hardware. It also is called an operating system. Its main function is to help application programmers to abstract away from hardware memory and then internal complexity of a computer. On the other hand, application software, it helps users to get a task done, simple tasks. There's a different type of application software for every task that a user might need. A software. Some examples of software is a malware. It's a software that threatens your computer security. It's like a virus. And another software is AdWire. It's a software when you're on a website and all these pop-ups come up, free money, congrats, you won an iPad. That is an AdWire software. A quick recap. We talked about the past, the history of computers, the future of computers, the present, and we talked about tablets, smartphones, different types of software, different types of hardware components, software components. This concludes it. So software components, hardware components, post-PC devices, and software. Here's a quick quote. You're never too old to learn about computers. All right, thank you, and have a great day.